Good morning, Professor McMullen. Um, my name is Joshua Hardrick, and this is my 4-minute video presentation to you on our class, Management and Organizational Behavior. The first thing that I did like about the class was how easy and how easy it was to access it, online and everything like that. Being able to do all the work whenever I could before a due date. That was the main thing. But one of the main things that I did pick up from this class was the first thing was the communication part with paralanguage. As an individual, I'm not much of a talker. I'm real quiet to myself, but I like to get my work done. But understanding that, hearing it from a different perspective when it comes to paralanguage, it's talking about your pitch, your volume, your articulations, your tempo. When you're talking with others, those are the main key factors. Being able to make eye contact and to understand your volume and your pitch is a key thing, because you don't want to always go up to people. You don't want to mumble. You don't want to ramble, be all over the place. You want to make sure you're getting your point across and communicating at a good tempo, a good level, and a good speed. And also with that goes along comes active listening. I've dealt with, with me being a football player, dealing with coaches. Eye contact is a big thing. Once you make eye contact always solidifies the communication. Making eye contact is a huge thing. It brings people to a better understanding of pretty much of more seriousness. Uh, and also with the active listener, you have to avoid interrupting. You got to be able to listen. In today's society, a lot of people like to argue at each other rather than listen to each other, rather than communicate, rather than talk. Um, Being an active listener is a major thing, because, like I said, I mean, people don't like to hear others. They like to just over talk. Talk over people. If you understand what I'm saying. Uh, Other than that, pretty much the in chapter 2, I liked how we compared individualism versus collectivism. Um, in our society, mainly the United States, individualism is a huge aspect. We award the ones who are out there overachieving, who are outdoing others, whereas in different cultures, collectivism is a main thing. Uh, and like the Chinese culture, when it comes to group projects and things like that, they focus on the group. It's all about a team. Whether compared to us as Americans, I mean, we are more indulged with the individualist. I did this, I won. If you understand what I'm saying. But that's the main thing, because like I said, when it comes to being involved with different cultures and organizations, team-based objectives are more looked at com- than compared to individualistic objectives. So that was another thing that stood out to me. And then the last thing that really stood out to me was the SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound goals. Goals they pretty much are set in place to increase your work motivation, and performance, and it reduces stress, gives you a landmark to go from in the workplace. So those are the things that really stood out to me in this class that I enjoyed. I appreciate your time over the past 2 years, Professor McMullen, and I thank you for you know indulging in me as a student and teaching me everything you know about the business world and the organizational behavior world. Thank you so much. You have a great summer.